Hi everyone. Today I wanted to come on to share a little bit of testimony as well as give some words of encouragement for those who have been feeling the same feelings as I have. Because I know that this time that we're in right now, especially with breakthroughs being near and transitions coming to pass and promises that God has made us being fulfilled, there's going to be and has been, I've said it over and over in my previous videos, a lot of spiritual warfare, a lot of opposition from the enemy. There is something, a disturbance in the enemy's spirit, in his evil spirit, that is causing him to cast his evilness, his minions, if you will, to cast a darkness over your life and to try and bring you down. And one of the ways that I've been experiencing that is through my feelings. There can be different forms of spiritual warfare. Things could physically be going wrong in your life, like your car breaks down or you don't get a job position that you had been praying for, that you thought that the Lord was leading you towards. Distractions, in your everyday life. And something that I've been dealing with so heavily is managing my emotions and my feelings. And these past couple weeks, and more specifically this past week that just passed, and just being honest, I felt like I was running a little bit from God. I felt like I was distant from Him, and I felt like I was afraid to go to Him because of how I was feeling, because of how anxious and stressed and overwhelmed I was feeling. And I want to put emphasis on the word feeling, because last night the Lord, His presence was so powerful, and it made me realize, gave me a revelation that, and this isn't known, this is not anything new, but I had to come back and really analyze what I was doing and how it was affecting me over these past couple weeks, more specifically this week that just passed. Recounting every day and how I was feeling, I would tell myself, or I would speak it out into existence. Oh, I'm so stressed, I'm so tired, I'm so overwhelmed. And as I was sitting with Him last night, which is in and of itself such a beautiful and amazing feeling to be within God's presence after all this time that I've been running from Him. A word that I want to touch upon before I get into feelings is that no matter how far you feel from God, He's still with you. No matter how far or distracted or distant you may feel like you are from Him, He's still there waiting for you to come to Him, waiting for you to be honest with Him, waiting for you to open up to Him, to pour out to Him, because He is there. He is never leaving you nor forsaking you. And He's there waiting for you. So for whoever needs to hear this today, just know that you may be feeling all these emotions. You may be feeling like God is mad at you, that He's left you, that He's abandoned you, but that's not true. The devil and the enemy, he's a liar. He wants to make you paralyzed in that fear, to cause you to doubt God, to cause you to doubt the promises that He's already set in stone for your life. So for whoever needs to hear that today, the Lord is waiting for you to come to Him. Just go to Him, no matter what you're feeling. And upon that, another word upon that is your feelings. Your feelings are fleeting. And this is something, it's not new. It's definitely something that is an everyday struggle, something that I have to remind myself every single day, that my emotions, my feelings are fleeting. They're not what makes reality, if that makes sense. And just to go back a little bit, because I kind of got a little ahead of myself, to go back to how I was feeling and how I was speaking over my life, how I was stressed, how I was overwhelmed, how I was tired. And then I had to come back and say, wait a minute, I'm not my emotions. I'm not my feelings. I am not stressed. I feel stressed. I am not tired. I feel tired. I am not overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed. And so I was giving myself the identity of fear, literally giving it to myself by speaking it over my life, by speaking it out into existence. I was saying, I'm fearful, I'm tired, as if that were my identity. And I didn't realize until when I was in the presence of the Lord last night, after a week of running away from him, he was still there waiting for me to be honest, waiting for me to pour out to him, to tell him, Lord, I have been feeling overwhelmed. I have been feeling stressed, but I am not those things. He reassured me that I am not my feelings. I am not my emotions. I am not what I am feeling. And I know that that this will resonate with some of you who have been feeling this way as well. I know that the enemy wants you to be in that place, wants you to be paralyzed with fear and doubting God. And so this doubt and this fear, you're identifying yourself with your feelings, with your emotions, causes friction in your relationship with God. When it's negative feelings, when you're saying, I am this negative emotion, I am this negative feeling, that does not come from God, that comes from the enemy himself. Fear, anxiety, depression, overwhelm, stress. When you are speaking those things as if that is your identity, that causes a rift in your relationship with God. And it will make you feel like you are farther from God than you actually are. He's never far from you. Right now, he's with you. Even though it doesn't feel like it, he is with you right now. So I just wanted to come on to share that. And after I poured out another part of the testimony, after I poured out to God and just surrendered to him, told him how I was feeling, I haven't been able to get a full night's sleep in weeks. And last night, I was able to sleep throughout the night. And the first thing I did when I woke up was thanked God. Because after all of that time, after all of that time, feeling like he wasn't with me, feeling like he wasn't comforting me, feeling like he was angry with me, he was still there waiting for me to come to him. And when I did, he heard me. He hears you. He hears you when you are honest, when you are open, when you submit to him. Just tell him what's going on because he is there. Continue to pray. Continue to rejoice, even in the midst of chaos, because God is still there. I pray that this message gets to whoever it needs to today. Thank you, and God bless.